deep as Darren Sproles. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Sproles. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their
next drive.
To do better than they did.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but you know how like when you make it my player, and I don't know if niggas like made that meme where it say bench warmer.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I got it. Go ahead, my fault.
And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
I seen another one. It's worse than that.
Very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings?
That Jason Collins. I don't know that John, dude.
It must be like that, too, then.
They've taken care of that early.
John Amici. Yeah, that nigga super gay, too. He was like one of the first ones that came out. Big Goody. It be them big ass sellers that be like that, right? Big ass niggas. Be gay as hell.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks.
Carson
you seen that shit, Mizzy? God dang, that pole was strong as hell. They'll kill himself on his head. They got me going to the damn dirt. Yeah, John Amici, he used to be in the league. Like, what was he playing? Early 2000s? Shit. Dang. We got somebody in our session now. Chase Feeney. Who was that? He doing the business, going to get that business battle stuff. I thought you was on that shit.
Damn.
It been sitting there for a minute. I ain't messed with it because I was doing.
Treasure Hunt the same as the business battle?
I don't know.
Aguilar has it. That he will have 1st down yardage as
the red box that's moving, that's him.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
Not treasure hunt, but treasure chest.
Nah, I think that's different.
We'll see what that is.
Here we go. 180! 59, Mike to 59. Let's go, defense.
Draw play. This is Sproles.
Go.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I'll do that.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Man, all these cars need the hell out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
This nigga Ertz damn near fumbled just now. Nah, his knee might have been down. You can't watch this shit, Danny?
7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Took nearly the entire 1st half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Sproles. And able to get him down, but he does.
What the fuck you hit stick me on the foot tackle?
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Waiting. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Switch.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive.
You did or they did?
Instead, they throw an interception.
Well, you can't see the stream?
No, I ain't watching it yet. I'm about to get on there in a second. I was trying to get this
To
stuff.
begin their next drive, the Falcons
so
offense at the
far.
line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Straight with the warehouses and shit.
Is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
That shit is hard.
Build off of. That's what
Well, you can see the stream, Danny, on both.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So
What is
for 2nd and
jump?
13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of
Bro,
blitzing,
this motherfucker got
all the
glow
alters in
sticks.
normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, they're scared.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to
Damn.
get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks
Hold on,
like
you
they
can't see the
have to punt this
stream
one
in my
away.
fucking in my
It's
name
not
in the
a
park.
turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the
Stream
momentum?
says live,
The
but
defensive
it say
play.
unavailable.
And they had all that
Sure.
momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well
Bless
done. And out will come the offense as they take
Oh,
over.
yeah, appreciate it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next
With that
drive.
run,
I see it on my
This is a
side.
unit
I see
that,
the,
to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a
Oh.
turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the
That shit cut off at 7:42 though,
I'm
real.
gonna take it to the basketball world.
Oh yeah, so it was on. I know it wasn't.
Moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player.
Yeah, that shit cut off.
Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and
I heard you. What?
The offense now at the line, ready for
Yeah,
their
that shit
next
cut off
drive.
at
The
7:42.
result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Wish I could run into them glitch people on here. They used to have like mass,
So now 2nd and 10 after the
mass amount of
incompletion on
money.
first down.
Watch the screen.
Let me kill them to get all that money.
Throwing now is Wentz.
Damn.
He can't find anywhere to go
I
with
just
it,
fucked up.
and he goes down. Grady Jarrett.
What's your
making
score?
his presence felt.
Nah, it's
He
only
gets the
7-0,
sack.
but my offense
That's
is
a pretty
shaky.
darn good start to his season, huh?
Nah,
A
we'll
sack
see.
in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's find 7.
Fix your stream
On
or
3rd
what,
and
bro?
long, it's Wentz. And he loses the football a second time. And the
That's
Falcons
why everybody
have it.
weighing up.
And he brings it back to
I mean, I don't know. They said it's on. I ain't
26-yard
nothing I
line.
could do. Just turned it off, turn
The
it back on.
psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
51, Tom! First and goal at the 7-yard line. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Team spill. Check three.
Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Watch the screen. Shift. Watch the safety. Oh, Eddie, sit on it. Gun. Don't get nervous. Go, Mike 50. There we go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. If you get a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
We ain't begin to tear you up. Great 15, great 15. Check, 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 check.
Wentz now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan now going to try to run the option left. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Matt Bosch as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Wentz now on first down. Screen pass to Sproles. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball.
Niggas is fumbling the ball. It's 10-0, but Every time I drive on the nigga, I end up fumbling the ball. It's like my third fumble just now.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're going to start right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
21.
At the 36-yard line. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Well,
The funny thing, I'm dead stopping this nigga. Besides that first touchdown he got, like,
because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
No gain on this defense, no gain. 22. Wide, get wide.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
Nigga threw that shit out of bounds. I'm dead.
Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. There's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. Sproles, the return.
I'm about to take Sproles out the game.
And possession will switch hands.
Nigga got like 4 fumbles. Should be
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
How the fuck is this nigga still on?
Last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down.
SOS. 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 SOS.
36. 36.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another and the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go on with 2 fumbles for him. If you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's go.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
I don't know how the fuck Kendall Fuller got dogged like that. Nigga's a 90 point.
Good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Shit.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. Let's go.
I gotta get some offense going.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go, D.
They go counter with Howard. And bulldozing his way through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons leading tackler in 2018. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Sproles. Looking for a crease.
How the fuck
Can't
is
find
Sproles
one.
still in the
Stopped
game?
at the line of scrimmage.
Shit.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Fuck.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on
Fuck,
3rd
man.
down.
Why
Now
the fuck your
wins.
stream ain't working, dude?
And this is going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
5-9, 5-9. Mike's 59. Hey, Alpha. 59.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50. Hey, Bud. Hey, 57. 57.
Wentz.
Oh, yeah.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Solid. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He wasn't ready.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
We got this.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
20. Let's go one more.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running with Howard. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Howard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This a 33-yard attempt. And a kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Terrible.
But with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Like 3 fumbles, 2
touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Oh, my gosh.
About set to begin the next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Kill.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be
incomplete.
My
God.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Oh. Nigga really just threw the ball to nobody. I'm dead. Gotta.
Black 25. Let's get the ball. Check. Alert flare. 21. Where to go?
After the penalty, here's Freeman. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch the ship. Hey. Wait. Watch the ship.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
What the fuck?
Oh shit, you getting killed.
A late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face match.
Let's tackle this nigga from behind
on that one. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Freeman. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan now going to try to run the option left. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Oh, real? Oh, shit, you don't got enough pound.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
So niggas can't no longer drop niggas back anymore, huh?
Do something some other time, but some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Oh, I lost.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Falcons, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, son. God damn. I don't want my fat ass. Shit. Happy feet.
What's good, bro?